Hey, this is Nick DiVirgilio.
Jimmy Keegan.
Rio Komoto.
We are Spock's Beard. Well, almost all of Spock's Beard. You're listening to MOROW.com, Prog Radio. Well, as far as I know, and everything I've read so far, everybody seems to like the record quite a bit. I've heard everything from this is really, really good to this is the best thing you've ever done to, I haven't seen too many negative reviews on the record, so I think overall it's been pretty good.
I like it.
He likes it. Just for the heck of it, really. We were trying to come up with a name, and nothing was really sticking. And we've never had a CD with just the band's name. Like a lot of bands have their first record has just the band's name, that kind of thing. We just decided it was time to do it. Just have the logo, nice classy look about it, that kind of thing.
I like it.
He liked it. Well, we just all write on our own, or sometimes together on certain things, and then start sending out the demos to everybody. And then once we get together, we try and put it all together into a song. Sometimes songs come completely written. Sometimes they don't. It's kind of you never know what you're going to get. It depends on who's writing it and stuff. Rio's song Hereafter, he brought in the melody, and all the music was already written with a specific melody, but there was no lyrics, so we had just put lyrics to his exact melody, that kind of thing. Sometimes there's just music with no words at all, and we have to find out a melody and put words to it. So it all depends on where it comes from.
Okay, so it's not only jamming or only...
Sometimes it's jamming, yeah. I mean, like this last record, the 3 songs that I wrote on this last record, I pretty much had them done. I said, here guys, let's play this, or at least try to get them to play that. But it doesn't always come out that way. John has been really good friends with Dave and Al and even Neil. They played in bands together many years ago, so they've known each other for many years. And John is a songwriter. He does music for TV and some films in Los Angeles. And we're just close friends, and he's a prog head, like everybody else. And just started, when we made the record Feel Euphoria, him and Dave had been writing ideas back and forth via email. And just over the years, he's become a guy who contributes stuff to our records. He's a good writer. He writes some good lyrics. And he's a good musician, And then the other guy, Stan Osmus, I've known since I was a kid. He was in my very first band that I ever joined when I was 14. And he's a prog head too, and we just get together and have jams. Me, Stan, and Al show up at Al's place and have jams and come up with songs. I think Perfect Day came from a jam at Al's place. Bottom Line from Feel Euphoria came from a jam at Stan's house one day. So that's where a lot of the jam stuff happens. And they're just friends of ours, and now we kind of have a thing going where the stuff that they write and they contribute is, it fits the band. So, wherever the music comes from doesn't really matter. As long as if it fits the band, then cool.
While leaving words weighed on his mind.
Yes, for sure. I mean, I get influences from everybody I play with, for sure, yeah. It's, working with these different artists and the way they write, the way they play their instruments and how they sing, all those kinds of things, for sure. Yeah, it definitely makes does a lot to my musicianship. But I try to, grab little bits and pieces from everybody, as we all do. As musicians, you kind of take a little bit from everybody you hang out with, and hopefully I can give some back too. I hope, we'll see. But yeah, for sure. Sure. And for me, yeah. I mean, I would love for this band to be able to expand its listener base, while still trying to keep the older fans satisfied too. It's tough, it's tough. You know, and if you put the whole epic suite together, it's really long. It's like 20 minutes, right? But, you know, doing shorter songs is, I don't know, but I try to do that sometimes. You know, so, because some people who don't listen to progressive music a lot don't really get it. If you listen to a really long thing that's very complicated, they might tune out, you know. So it's, sometimes I try to do things that are shorter on purpose. I can't talk for the rest of the guys, but I mean...
Yeah. Is it a challenge for you to do short things rather than long ones?
No, well, for me, I think it's more of a challenge to do longer things, to be honest with you. But is it a challenge to do longer songs or shorter songs?
Anything, whatever. Whichever, you know, sometimes it's going to be really hard to do short songs.
Right.
Sometimes hard to do, you know, some depends on the material, melody, flow, and stuff like that.
I mean, this record has a song under 3 minutes. It's the one song that, you know, either people like a lot or they hate. That song is This Love. To me, I think I love that song. It's I love it. I think it's one of the best little rock things I've ever written. But it doesn't appeal to everybody who likes Spock's Beard. So, you know, that's kind of the way it goes. But
I like it.
he likes it.
With words we burn into stone, we held our ground.
The work I wouldn't change, but the stress level of being able to support my family would definitely be much better, much lower. You know what I mean? Yeah, that'd be fantastic. It's hard. It's hard doing this kind of stuff on that level. The music is always great. The gigs are always great. Making the records can be hard, but the end result is always fantastic, you know, and it has been since the beginning of the band. But, you know, the money aspect of it can sometimes suck. So that's the only thing I would love to have change. Just
You could keep your integrity.
for sure.
I think if you let money and fame influence you as a person, then you got into it for the wrong reason.
Well,
Then what you should do is go to school and get a bachelor, some kind of a degree, and go into business where you can actually make money. You know, look at the CEOs of American companies. That's money. But if you get into the business of art, which sounds funny to say that, for the sake of money, then you're
Well,
probably
it's there. I mean, it's enticing. You know, if you get, it's like, well, you know, kind of look up to that kind of thing. You start a band and you want to become famous and you want to sell lots of records and play the big concerts and stuff like that. So I mean, it's
well, but it's different.
Part of it.
Yeah, to play to a large audience is more for the sake of the idea. I mean, every musician has their ego, but it should be more for the idea that a lot of people enjoy what you do, and so in return you get the joy of the audience. But it's not. It's, you know, money's great, but that's not the goal. It's the joy of making the music and entertaining people. Now, if money comes with it and fame comes with it, great. No one's complaining. That would be great.